What is up, my billionaires? Welcome back to the channel. You already know it's your girl Deshauna Monet Robinson Fells, and it is Vlogmas Day 7. Now, today, what I wanted to show y'all is my mini little book collection that I got down here in Florida. Back home in New York, I have a ton of other books that I didn't get to ship down here yet, but soon enough I'll bring them down because I do want to reread some books. I have books from college that I had to read for classwork, but that had great messages and that I want to, just revisit and read again. I have this book called Upon the Shores, and that's one of the books that I had to read for one of my Black Studies courses, and I need that book. I need that book for real. But nonetheless, I wanted to show you guys today my book collection. First things first, if you know me, my favorite basketball player of all time is Kobe Bryant. May his soul rest in peace. So I want to show y'all first this book, Kobe Bryant, The Mamba Mentality, How I Play. Now, one person that I love to study is Kobe Bryant, because his discipline, his work ethic, and just everything that man is about, made me like him, drew me to him, and that's why he's my favorite athlete of all time. And I bought this book in memory of him, and I really got it as a collectible. I don't want to mess this book up at all. And of course, it has a couple of pictures. It has some pictures when he was number 8. Some pictures. And then also within the book, it's also some writing. Boom, boom, boom. So some stories. Here's a forward. And it's just a ton of valuable information within this book. And I wanted to purchase this book to just have in my collection and just have at my disposal for moments where I just want to kind of get in tune with that Mamba mentality and really, tap in with him. I really admire this book, and I really don't like to touch it much, only because I don't want to mess it up. And like I said, it's a collectible for me. Now, one book that I would suggest everybody get their hands on is this, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you know, you know. This book right here is golden. I know, I believe in my first video, y'all heard me talk about Bob Proctor. And Bob Proctor, he talks about how he studied this book for years and years and years. So he still, to this day, he carries his book with him and he study it. And, I aim to really dig deep into this book. Now, I also have this book from Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. Now, I have not finished this book yet, but this is definitely on my list to complete for the year of 2020. And I started reading it, and it was real intriguing. I was literally outside on my break one day, and I was just reading it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a book that I need to read on vacation on a beach or something, and getting in tune. So these are 2 books from Napoleon Hill that I would recommend. Some of my other mentors recommend this book from him, and I'll probably do a book club, maybe. I'll figure it out. But Another book that I was reading that really, really, really helped me in terms of being a leader and, working to grow a business of entrepreneurs and people, and lead people rather, is this. Developing the Leader Within You 2.0 by John C. Maxwell. This book is very informative. It's very, rich in knowledge and suggestion, and it really kind of put things into perspective for me. And I want to really reread this book and tap in and utilize everything that John C. Maxwell provides within these pages. Like, if you know, you know. Now these are some gems, y'all. These are some gems. So if you don't know, even if you're not a reader, they have tons of audiobooks for it. But what I would suggest, if you go the audiobook route, is if you're really gonna sit down and listen to an audio, have pen and paper then. I'm a close reader. I like to write in pages. Let me show you. So in this book, Developing the Leader Within You, I'll show y'all, for example, in high school, I developed the skill of close reading. My teachers were real on us, and I appreciated that because it made it easier to remember certain things and go back to text and find certain quotes and things that stuck out to you, especially when you had to write papers. You know what I mean? So this is how I like to write. That's why I like to buy books and have them from not just go to the library and get books, because I like to write in my books. So my books are usually marked up and everything like this. So now, one of the books that I have with me from college is this, James Baldwin, The Fire Next Time. If you know, you know. James Baldwin is a phenomenal author, and I need to get my hands on more of his books, because we read a lot of his work in college as a Black Studies major. We read a lot and a lot about James Baldwin, and his texts are real. They kind of ground me. I should say they ground me because they keep me rooted in my history. They keep me rooted in my people, my culture, and just the times back then. And I love it. So this is another book that I want to revisit. So for the year 2022, going into 2022, I'm going to be revisiting these books. And of course, my book, Dream, Reach, Achieve, Prosper. Now, this is more like the manual. Like I said, I'm working on Drape 2.0. So it will be basically an extended version of this book. I will be adding context to each poem. In this book, I have poems and challenges. Let me show y'all. Is one side is a poem, the other side is a challenge with a planner attached. So I basically created this book to ignite. I think that's the right word I want to use, to ignite certain feelings, certain emotions, certain thoughts, and creativity in people to go ahead and beat that procrastination. Go ahead and let their creative juices start to flow so that they can go out there and accomplish the goals that they set out. Write things down, and I'm challenging people through each poem to really dig a little deeper and figure out what it is that they want. So in Drape 2.0, I am expanding upon each poem to give more context, so that way people can maneuver through the challenges even better this time around. So if you don't got you one of these, please go get one. I've gotten so much great feedback about my work, and I'm very critical and very hard on myself. That's something I'm working on to, be more kind to myself with my work. And I've gotten so much great feedback about my book. I don't think I even got any bad reviews on my book thus far, but I do know that it has helped people. They have let me know, listen, thank you, sis. I needed this, and I didn't even know that I needed it. And at one point in my life, I needed it. Yes, I wrote the book, and then I went back. I'm nah, I need to get back into it. I need to actually go and do all the challenges. And I needed that. It kind of sparked something in me, and I'm not just tooting my own horn, but, you know, go get that. It's right on Amazon. You type in Drape Social, my book will pop up. It's called Dream, Reach, Achieve, Prosper by your girl, Deshauna Robinson Vels. Now, another book that I purchased that I want to get into is Aromatherapy for Self-Care. Now, I'm big on like essential oils, and I want to learn like natural remedies and stuff to just for the mind, body, and soul. So I picked up that book so that way I can really dig deep. I also took an online course on aromatherapy and becoming like a aromatherapist. So I want to tap back into that bag so that way I'm just knowledgeable in that area and utilizing essential oils. I don't know if y'all can see, but right back there I have a diffuser. So, and then I have some essential oils as well. You know, I've got my little baby back here. I'm like really kind of becoming more grounded and trying to connect more with nature and the natural things here on earth that's provided for me and you. And that's something that I want to tackle as well. So these are just some of like the books that I have that I wanted to share with you all today, and really just show y'all, you know, knowledge is power. Now, I know we've all went to school, and most of the things that we've learned in school, we can't even utilize today. You know what I mean? But the key thing about education is self-education. You go out there and you look and you yearn for certain information. If you're a curious person, go out there and research. Don't just be curious and let that curiosity go away, because it's sparked in your head for a reason. It was meant for you to really want to like go search for the answers for that. Because I promise you, when you overlook certain things that come to you, it'll come back in multiple ways, shapes, and forms. So I just wanted to share these books with you all. I have a ton more in New York that I want to go and get. So whenever I do make it to New York, whenever I make it up there, I'll probably ship them down or bring some with me. I also, right here, I also had ordered, I haven't read these books yet, but these are like collectibles for me. I haven't read them yet. I ordered them because, you know, Kobe Bryant is attached to them. He is the creator, like he created these stories. This is Legacy and the Queen, and I love the cover. Like, if you can feel it, it just feels like a rich text. So, you know, this will be a book that I'll probably take with me on vacation and really just vibe out and read. And then also the Wizard series training camp. This one is also a collectible that I wanted to get for my collection, and also I haven't read it yet because I don't know, I just treat these books so, you know, like I don't want to touch them. Like I want to frame them and put them in a box. But I do plan on getting to this book and getting into these stories and just seeing what kind of like creative being Kobe Bryant was in terms of writing. And those are just a few of the books that I have. I wanted to show y'all some of these books today because, like I said, knowledge is power, and we're on this wave to becoming billionaires. So I need y'all to really tap in. Now, thank y'all for staying the course with me. I hope y'all love my book collection. I love you all. Let's feed our brain positively, right? And until the next video, I love you. And always remember, it starts in the mind. It starts with the knowledge, the mentality. So don't ever let that go over your head. I love you all, billionaires, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.